Before you decide to trade or invest by subscribing to any of our tools, system, methods, posts, or commentary, please read this disclaimer document carefully. Please go to our website visualdecisions.in and read the disclaimer and terms and condition documents available there at the bottom of all pages in footer. GMG toolsets are based on market geometry, moon cycles, WD-GAN, and natural number science. These subjects are being taught by various Indian and international researchers and teachers. I'll advise you to thoroughly understand the underlying concepts by going through their books, teachings, and videos available. We are just the providers of these tools and not the teachers of any of the underlying subject matter. Our objective is to make further research and analysis easier for the people by providing these tools. JN7 is about bar genetics, measured moves, natural ratios, moving average extremes, and angle of ascent and descent. So this particular indicator or tool does multiple things. So let us apply this indicator on the chart first. So this is basically a 3 anchor line system. So you have to select 3 anchor points over here. So first on it is swing high. I'll select this swing high. Second, it is saying swing low. I'll select this swing low. And now it is saying to select me a third point, which will be like a swing shift time, that you have to click somewhere outside this swing, which is on the right hand side. So any bar I'll select. Let us take this bar. I'll select this bar. Okay. So let us first understand some concepts and things about this indicator, what it is doing. So coming to this indicator, number one, as I told you, it is a 3 anchor line system. 2 for swing high and low, and third is for the shifting calculation, the swing shift calculation. So going from swing high to low, you have to plot downwards. What does this mean? So when you select the swing high first and this swing high next, so you are coming from a high to a low. For example, if you select the swing low first and high then so let us take this swing. So here you are selecting swing low first and then you are selecting high. So you are going from a low to a high. So what does this say? When you are going from a swing high to a low, you have to plot downwards. It means you are coming from a high to a low. That is, the swing angle is pointing downwards. So all calculation has to be made in the downward direction. By default, calculation are being made upwards in this particular indicator. So what you have to do, you have to select the indicator setting, and there's an option over here at the bottom of this setting, plot downwards. You have to select this one. So now everything is plotted downwards. So this thing you have to take care of. Another thing is, what does this indicator do? So there are 5 things that this indicator or this tool does. It plots natural ratios, it plots bar genetics, it plots moving average extreme, it plots measured move, and it plots angle of ascent and descent. Let us understand each and everything of. So first thing is natural ratios. The natural ratios are calculated from the numbers. So the numbers here are the swing high and the swing low. The price at the swing high and price at the swing low. So taking these 2 numbers, all the natural ratios are being calculated. Natural ratios are also being explained in one of our earlier videos. So these are all the natural ratio numbers that this indicator will plot. So one more thing to know about the natural numbers is the setting part. In the setting part, What I'll do, I'll first disable everything so that you can understand things better. So natural ratios plot levels are 9. Natural ratio takes square root is 0. What does this mean? Levels are like this: NR1, NR2, NR3. If you want more levels, more than 9, then you increase the number. You want less level, you decrease the number. So that much level, that many levels will be plotted on the chart. So coming to this natural ratio takes square root. So what does this mean? So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what is happening when I am clicking these, taking square roots? What is happening is, when the distance between the two natural number is more and you want the support resistance to be closer, you can take a square root. Or for a particular share or security, you want to know which number is working, so you can take a square, 1 time square root or 2 times that square root. So as you increase the square root numbers, the distance between these two lines will go on decreasing. So you will have more support and resistance level. That is the function of square root. Now we come to the bar genetic part. So I'll go to this indicator, disable natural numbers and enable bar genetics. So now this indicator, this tool is plotting bar genetics. So what is bar genetics? It is also the difference between the swing high and swing low, and that is extrapolated over here. So 1 times this difference, 2 times this difference, 50% the difference, that is like bar genetics. 50, 100, 50, 100, those are the levels. So BG50 and BG100 are the levels of bar genetics. These levels will act as the targets or the support and resistances. The third thing over here is the moving average extreme. So we'll again come to the setting, and there are few things that you need to understand. One is the moving average length, that I have kept 39. I suggest you to let it like this, or if you want to increase or decrease, you can do it. That will not make much difference. And the moving average exhaustion look back period is 300 bars. So it means that it is looking 300 bars back to calculate everything. So these settings you keep as it is. Now coming to the definition of meaning or the explanation of the moving average extreme, it is very simple. It calculates the extreme point of the moving averages. For example, if you are on this bar, this particular bar, okay, so what is the maximum distance that in earlier cases the price has gone away from the moving average? So it will calculate, it will go 300 bars back and calculate the highest distance that the price has gone away from the moving average. So that is the distance that moving average extreme will tell you. So what is the advantage of this? The advantage is that you will be able to know and identify every particular day or every particular bar incident, that how far that move can go. I'll plot moving average extremes also. So now you can see for the current bar, for that means this bar, the moving average extreme is this. So when if the price would have gone here, you will be careful that this is the maximum point that price has gone in the history. So this is the role of moving average extreme. So MA extreme is being plotted in both direction, upwards and downwards, so that you can know the extreme end of the move. The fourth thing over here is the measured move. Measured move is like taking the swing high low difference and projecting it equal amount of that move downwards or upward. That is very in simple word, that is the measured move. So here the measured move is like 16,156. Here you can see in yellow. So what does this mean? This amount of move we are projecting from any point. That point is being selected by this third anchor line. So I am placing this anchor line on this high, and then I know what is the maximum equal move that is swing projected downwards. This is equivalent to 1:1 of a Fibonacci move. It is one and the same thing. So if you want to calculate this move from this point, this high, it is going to calculate that it is showing that it is 15,920.40. So this is the measured move or the equal move, considering the swing value, the swing high and the swing low. So now we come to the last one, that is the angle of ascent and descent. So this is just to show you how at what angle the price can move. So this take its origin and cue from the original swing. So what this indicator does is, what is the angle of this swing, and the same angle it is projecting now downwards from any high. So what you have to do is, you have to place this anchor line on any point, and this will tell you the angle of downward movement or the upward movement, that is angle of descent or the ascent. For example, I'll place this on this high. So this will show me the price is moving in this angle now. The price is likely to move in this angle. So this is the role of angle of ascent and descent. So here it is important to understand that the role of this third anchor line, this one, is like it is playing multiple roles. It is playing three roles. One, you can calculate angle of ascent from it. Second, you can calculate measured move from it. And third, you can calculate moving on average extreme from it. Let us understand all of them one by one. The first one is moving average extreme. So if I place this third anchor line on the last this bar, so this is telling me this is the maximum move that is possible on this day. If the price moves up to this point, then on this day, then it has reached the extreme end. The second one is the measured move. The measured move is like 1:1 move. So if I place this anchor line on this high, it will tell me what is the likely distance that the price will travel, 1:1 distance as per the swing. So that is 16,156. The third thing that this will do is to calculate the angle of ascent or the descent. So if I place this anchor line on this high, it will tell me what is the angle of descent from this high. So the opposite of whatever I have told you or explained you, the opposite will happen on the bi direction or from down to up direction. So for example, if I want to calculate what the price is or the various ratios are doing from this to this level, and we'll remove this because we now want it to plot upwards. So now what has happened, we have selected a swing which is going from down to up, from low to high. So we want calculations to be done in the upward direction. So it is dependent on the selection of the swing, whether you are going from high to low or low to high. So now it is calculating in the upward direction. All the calculations are being done that way. One important aspect to know about this indicator is the selection of the swing. So you have to play around with the selection of the swing. There cannot be a fixed swing or a standard swing. For natural numbers and bar genetics, the lesser the amount of swing, the better it is. So you will get more support and resistances here. So selection of a small swing is better here. So you can play around. Sometimes you can select a small swing, sometimes you can select a medium swing, and at times you can select a larger swing. So the selection of the swing is like something to be explored about.